Everyone, and welcome back to the Do It For Her podcast. This is episode 2. Um, I know I was planning on having a guest on for this episode, but her dad surprised her in Bali, so we've had to push that one back a little bit. But I just wanted to use today as a bit more of a get to know me now, before we get into all of the deep stuff and everything. So I chat GPT some questions to go off, but I also kind of want to, I guess, say a little bit more about myself. I do also want to note that I'm extremely tired right now. So if I start swearing my words, so if my eyes look droopy, you know why. We are in the thick of prep. I am 4 weeks out from my first bodybuilding show. So energy is very, very low right now. But on that note, basically about me. So I'm 26. I live in Bali, which is just crazy to actually, I guess, even come to terms with. I feel like after the life I've had, it's kind of the last thing I would have expected for myself. So very, very grateful to be here. I'm an online fitness and nutrition coach. I work under an amazing team and yeah, I just love my job so much. Being able to use my hobby as my form of work as well. Like there's just nothing that compares to that. So yeah, just very, very grateful for that. But yeah, I'm a bodybuilder, which is honestly, I've never felt so aligned with something in my entire life. Like just everything that it teaches you and the people that you meet through this sport, it's truly such a rewarding sport to be a part of. I feel like the lessons you learn, like the discipline, the determination, how strongly willpowered you have to be able to get through a prep. I feel like I've done pretty well considering this is the first week that I've actually felt like I'm actually in prep. So to have come this far, without really any side effects at all, I'm pretty proud of that, I could say. But yeah, I think we'll get into some questions just because my brain is not working. So I'll use ChatGPT to run the course of this episode. But first question, how have I changed in the past year? Well, this time last year, my sister was giving birth to my goddaughter, and I was so content in who I was, just everything about my life. Moving in with my sister was truly life changing for me. I feel like she healed such a big part of my childhood, my relationship with females, honestly, just so many different aspects, and I hold so much gratitude towards her. She is the best mum, and watching, my God, okay, sorry, watching her become a mum again and being in the room with her while she was giving birth, it's just such a magical experience. And being able to be so close to my sister and my niece at the same time while she was growing up from a newborn, like, yeah, I really do miss them so much. And that was probably like the hardest thing to let go, I guess, when coming to Bali. But I still talk to them all the time. I still get photos all the time, and it's just crazy to think how quickly this past year has gone. But in the past year, I have done so many things. I started working under this company, which has just grown so much in the short amount of time that I've been there. I've been there 11 months now, so almost a year. And yeah, it's just been so awesome. And I feel like I've grown so much as a coach myself. So it's been very rewarding for that. I went to the TMG retreat and met my best friends. And when I met them, I feel like that's when my whole life came together. The TMG, so they're a bodybuilding coaching company, and they hold retreats in Bali for people to come together to connect, to learn, to train together, all the things. And yeah, I met my best friends there, and since then, they've helped me grow so much in myself in so many different ways. They've helped me allow myself to be myself and show me how valuable my friendship is and who I am as well. So I just love them so much. And it's so nice when you meet people that actually align with you, because you don't have to hide any parts of yourself. Like you are just your true self with them all the time. And it's just such a nice feeling. And I feel like a lot of us don't get the chance to find those people when we get to adulthood because everyone's doing their own things. They've all got their childhood friends, or they've got their people that they've met already, and people are very in their own community. So finding friends when you're an adult, like it can be quite troubling and quite difficult. So I feel like that TNG retreat, it really allowed, I guess, what am I trying to say? I guess it was just fate, really. Just things working out in the best way possible. And if I didn't go on that retreat, I wouldn't have met these people at all, or created the community that I have now, or even decided to move to Bali. So a lot of things all really just tie in together. And yeah, it's been a good year. I started prep in, when was it? November. So I've been in prep since November, and I moved to Bali at the very start of January, so the first week of January. Um, so I've pretty much been in prep the whole time in Bali, which has been so fun, honestly. I train at Undefeated, which is a gym that's specifically for bodybuilders. There's so many people there that are so well educated in the bodybuilding space. And you just meet such incredible people training there. Yeah, it makes prep so much easier when you're surrounded by everyone that's so passionate about the same thing. So yeah, I guess that's what's changed for me in the past year. What am I most proud of right now? My prep. Honestly, I feel like I have navigated this season of my life so well. I've been so intentional with my mindset, and that's truly what's made this prep feel so easy. Like, yes, I have had a couple of hard days. Honestly, really in the past week only, where my energy and my mood have both been affected. But overall, it's only really ever been like physically, energy wise, it's been deteriorating. But my mood has still been so good. And I really do think that all comes down to how intentional I've been with my mindset, the people I'm associating with, the things I'm doing for myself and my mental health, my recovery, just so many different things that I'm being really, again, intentional with, because prep is hard and it is talked about all the time how hard prep is. But I feel like if you go into it with whoa, go into it with the right mindset and the right intentions, then it doesn't have to be as hard as what everyone thinks it is. I feel like you really do have to take every moment as a new moment. I know they say every day is a new day, but honestly, the ways that you get from every 20 minutes is just crazy. The mind and the body are seriously incredible things. And I could go down a complete rabbit hole with this, but I won't right now. But yeah, it just truly interests me so much how much you can physically and mentally pull yourself through and still be able to come out the other side. So that is really what I'm most proud of. What am I still healing or working through? Um, hmm. I feel like there is some lingering things, I guess you could say, on the back end of everything that happened a few years ago, but it's not in the sense of like dealing with the trauma and everything. It's more so getting myself out of my comfort zone and connecting with people. I find it really hard to actually communicate what I'm trying to say or to branch out to other people. Just because I'm very, very shy in that sense. So connecting with people, I really do find difficult. And I feel like that's something that I'm trying to be a bit more aware of at the moment and trying to put the effort in to actually connect with people so that I can build my community here in Bali as well. Because it can get lonely when you move overseas. Because your people aren't all around you and everything. And yes, I am living my absolute best life, but I miss my girl time so much. So I've really been trying to be a bit more proactive in that sense and messaging people, seeing if they want to go for a walk and things. So that's really my biggest thing is just healing that aspect of like shying away. And just, I guess, connecting with people. I don't know if that even answers that question, but that's where I'm going with it. What patterns am I trying to break? I think overthinking. I am a notorious overthinker and I've been a lot better recently. I kind of just let things be whatever they'll be. And I feel like I'm definitely sitting more in that now, but I do get caught up in a bit of overthinking sometimes. It used to be horrible and I would get so much anxiety over it. But yeah, just accepting things for what they are, letting people be whatever they're going to be. The Let Them Theory book, that has been like top tier. I've been reading it and I'm like, I actually do these things now, which I naturally did on my own. So it's pretty cool to read that and then relate it to what I'm already doing or what I could be doing. And I feel like if anyone wanted a book to read, that would be a super good one. I feel like this podcast is going absolutely all over the place right now, but you know, we get that, and sometimes you just gotta do it, get it done, and hopefully this doesn't sound too confusing for you guys, but we'll see. What does what does personal growth look like for me at the moment? Again, really just stepping into myself, um, holding trust in myself and my ability to do the hard things, and the fact that um, I know I have so much to look forward to. I just feel like it sounds so cocky, but I truly do feel like I'm destined for such great things, and I can feel it. Like I can definitely feel it. So it's just acknowledging that and actually believing that that's possible for myself. And I feel like the steps that I'm taking right now, like with the bodybuilding, with the podcast, my content, the people I'm connecting with and everything, I feel like those are all the things that are going to pile up and bring that dream life that I can see for myself into fruition. So that's definitely what that feels like for me right now. Also, a big thing is obviously moving to Bali. Like that is such a big out of your comfort zone sort of thing, and you really do have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations and expand yourself to so many different views of life and being independent. Like, yes, I'm naturally a very independent person, but I feel like this is like a complete different extreme of independence that I'm currently working through and just, I guess, accepting it. I feel like I'm just repeating myself. It's okay. What's something I'm struggling with right now? Honestly, the only thing I'm struggling with right now is that I really miss my girl time. Like, because I'm so prep focused, and so I have so many things to do in regards to like my protocols, my recovery, work, content, like just so many different things. And I feel like the last thing that I want to do or have the energy for is, I guess, anything that is not related to that because I just feel like I'm pouring myself into absolutely everything. But then I hit the weekends and I'm like, I just miss my girl time. Like sometimes I'll just get really sad because all I can think about is just laying on my bed with my sister and my nieces and watching a movie or just having girl chat and talking about my niece's stay at school and all of that sort of stuff. And that's truly like the number one thing that I am struggling with. Um, yeah, other than that, I feel like I'm doing pretty well. I, yeah, I don't think there's anything else right now. What feels uncertain in my life? Nothing. I feel like I have control of pretty much everything right now. And there's not really anything that's uncertain for me. I mean, yeah. So I feel pretty good about that one. What's been weighing on me mentally or emotionally? I would say this podcast in a sense, just because it is I do have to be very vulnerable and I am exposing myself and my past a lot in this. So I'm a bit concerned about who might watch this, if they will watch this. But I feel very safe in my decisions and I feel like if anything were to come my way that I would know how to deal with that. And be able to move through that. But that's really the only thing that's, I guess, weighing on me mentally or emotionally. Um, I feel great with prep and with where this is leading to. I feel very proud of like what I've done. And I feel like no matter how the outcome goes on stage, I know I've done the best I could. So I feel very good with that. So that's not something that I would say is weighing on me mentally or emotionally, even though I know for a lot of people it could be. But yeah, I'm just happy with the process. So yeah. What do I wish I had more clarity on? Hmm. Um, gosh, maybe my direction in life, like what's the potential for me or what doors could open. Um, again, I just feel like I want so much for myself, so it's really just about like the steps I need to get there. So if I could have it on a piece of paper, someone tells me what to do, that would be great. But I think it's also about deciding what exactly 100% I want that to be. So yeah, I feel like I have my hands in a lot of pies right now. And they're all kind of surrounding the same thing, but it's really just understanding like what is the actual thing that I want for like the next year or two for myself, I guess. What boundaries am I setting or learning to? Um, I think a big thing that I'm doing is allowing people to have their opinion, and if they want to leave, then they can leave. I don't want to be fighting for people that don't want to stick around. or fighting to justify myself. Like I used to be very much like that and very much like a people pleaser. But now I'm kind of like, okay, like I am happy to see ya if something doesn't align or if someone does me, I guess, wrong in a sense. If people don't value like me as a person or have the respect for me, then I will just completely push it aside. Whereas in the past, I would kind of accept it and justify it in a sense. But now I really do know my worth. And yeah, I feel like that's like a very big thing that I am not only knowing my worth, but I am showing my worth to other people as well. So that's definitely something that I'm focusing on a lot right now. What am I losing interest in? Being on my phone. I hate being on my phone right now. I don't know if it's because I work online, or if it's because I'm in prep. I really don't know, but I just have zero energy to be on my phone. And if you're any of my friends or family, you will know this because it takes me days, weeks to respond to people. I'm only on Instagram really to post my content. Like I don't see people's posts or anything, and I feel a little bit bad about it. But I just don't have the energy, and this is like the last thing that I want to be doing. Um, yeah, I'd rather read a book or watch a show, go for a walk, do something for myself, than be on my phone, which is just a very interesting thing to be in. But I don't mind it. It's honestly, it's not so bad. What's been inspiring me lately? I think, well, one, the Mel Robbins podcast. I have been listening to that so much, and it's just one of my favorite podcasts at the moment. Raw Reality have been having so many incredible guests on there as well, and they've been having so many incredible conversations. So another podcast, and also Talk Therapy. I've been loving that one as well with Christina. And then in my day-to-day life, honestly, the people that I'm surrounded with all the time at the Undefeated Gym, there is so many incredible people there and their mindset and their views on life, like the knowledge that they have, like it was just so, I want to say cool, like just getting to know them and hearing them speak, connecting with them, learning from them, and just being in such a motivating and relatable space. Like that is just so inspiring for me, especially in my season of life that I'm in right now with like being in prep and almost going to my first show. Like I feel like if I was at my other gym back in Australia, I wouldn't have such motivation and drive around me all the time. So witnessing such people that train so hard and are so disciplined, like that just resonates with me so much. And it's really been so inspiring and so rewarding during this season as well. So absolutely, yeah, that would 100% be the thing. That's honestly all the questions I wrote down. And this podcast has gone on an absolute tangent, but I really just wanted to get it out of the way because I'm trying to commit to doing the uploads like once a week. But you're gonna have to bear with me over the next couple of months because I'm definitely in the thick of prep. I have 4 shows coming up, so I've got 3 back to back from the first week of May, and then I have one in June. So yeah, it's going to be a busy time, but I'm very, very excited. If you live in Bali and want to reach out, want to go for a walk or a coffee, definitely hit me up because I need friends. I need my girl group here, and I would love to connect with anyone and everyone. So yeah, but I'm sorry for the random episode right now. Next one, I do want to start breaking things down, going through a bit of like the past and everything. I do have like 4 guests lined up. So just getting those ready as well. And those are going to be pretty cool. Definitely a bit more prepared for those ones. But yeah, today is really just sticking to what I'm saying I'm going to do, getting something out there. Yes, it is not perfect. Yes, it was a bit of a random tangent. But I guess this is just a bit more about who I am now, what I'm doing, where my focus is, and then yeah, we can get into all the fun stuff. But we are loving life. I couldn't be more grateful, honestly, for where I am, what I've been through. Honestly, just everything. I am truly so blessed. But yeah, I think we'll leave it there for today. Not too much going on my front, but if you guys want to send me a message about anything that you guys want to hear, if there's anyone that you want to have on the podcast, yeah, just send me a message. But until next time, I guess, we will talk very soon. Have the best day.